We are live. Okay, sorry about that. Had some issues with my SteamYard here. Went live 3 minutes ago and it was showing live, but got an update from some people that it wasn't showing. So that's odd. Okay. Well, welcome to the weekly live I do every Sunday. Let's go ahead and start with a couple of updates. I always like to start the show with a couple of Las Vegas updates. So if you are watching this, you want to tune in the first about 3 to 5 minutes for some updates if you are heading to Vegas soon. So, first update is it looks like the rumors on Timo Fertitta, the owner of the Houston Rockets, who also owns the Golden Nugget, who also has a pretty big stake in a win. It's looking like he may actually be buying Caesars properties. So it went from kind of a rumor to some people in the industry are saying that he is seeking out ways to actually do it. So fingers crossed, because I think this could be a pretty good thing for Caesars if he does buy the entire lot of the properties. Although I don't know how that would work. I mean, I guess technically he could, but if you're also owner of the Golden Nugget, you're also majority stakeholder in Wynn. It could be a little weird for regulatory reasons, but who knows? I have mentioned before on how the Cromwell is going through its rebrand to the Vanderpump Hotel. So that they've actually started taking down the signage on some of the entrances that say Cromwell. It's now come down. So when you do go there now, if you want to gamble at the Cromwell, it's still the Cromwell, but some of the signage is gone. They're going to be replacing it with the Vanderpump Hotel. Next update. So if you are going to Vegas soon, or if you're going to be going to Vegas between now and the end of September, just keep an eye out. MGM is now status matching. So that they're doing it through the end of June. So if you're status matched through another competitor, feel free to go. I'll be going in September. So at the end of June, on my way up to a live stream event in Cleveland, I'll stop off over at MGM Northbridge Park to upgrade to gold. Now, if you are in the Ohio area, I believe Penn, you have to have like the elite status. Jack, it's like their fourth tier. But I am Caesars. So if you are Caesars Diamond Plus, you can upgrade from where I'm at now at Pearl. You can upgrade to gold. So if you are going to Vegas, please make sure you do stop by one of the MGM resorts rewards desk. Show them your status card from another property. If you are Diamond Plus or above, you can match to gold, which will give you the, of course, waived room fees, so you don't have to pay the resort fees. And then certain properties like Mandalay Bay, MGM Grand, Aria, Bellagio, they do have gold member lounges, so you'll get to skip the line when you are going to check in. You also get to skip the line at certain buffets like the Wicked Spoon, but they also have a gold member lounge, so you can jump in there and grab some snacks. It's typically, from the last time I was in the gold lounge, that was in 2024, back in April. It's been a while since I've been gold. It's just coffee, sodas, water, popcorn, chips, just little snack stuff. Sometimes they put out a tray of some hot food, like little bites that you can eat. So I would say it is definitely, if you're not someone who can usually reach that level, and you want the waived resort fees, you want to take advantage of some of those lounges. If you are gambling in the area and you want to stop in and grab something free to eat, feel free. So again, if you are in the Ohio area, you want to go to Northbridge Park up near Cleveland and status match over to MGM Gold. If you're in Vegas, you can match. Just be advised, they have reduced some of it. So I believe you have to be platinum over at Wynn, ruby at Venetian, and I believe you can still get it if you're silver or higher at Fontainebleau. But you'd want to double check because they don't have Fontainebleau specifically labeled, but it is. So those are the things you can do to status match this year. Again, take advantage of them when they do come out. They typically do come out around this time of year. They usually have one at the this time through May, June, July-ish for MGM. The win usually status matches sometime in the fall. So always keep your eye on that. If you are able to status match up to platinum for win, I have. It's some really, really good things you can get for that. I would highly recommend doing that. It's worth it. Just a couple of updates for the channel. So really the main one is, as you will notice, we should start doing some other branding on this channel, which will be coming out soon. But I have been invited to a group called that they do. It's a slot group. So if you will start seeing us doing a lot of live streaming, what we're doing with that is we are kind of able to connect with everybody, and we hand off the streams. So if I go live, I can then hand it off to Majestic Slots or NJ Slot Guy or someone else, and we just string the slots together so that way people can watch and they can bounce around from live to live. This will all give us a chance to sort of have our own unique audiences. So those who watch me obviously know that I'm a little bit more of a goofball. They notice that I play lower limits. So you'll be able to then check out NJ Slot Guy or Majestic Slots or DTW Slots or a whole bunch of other ones. I think there's about 10 of us in there. So it's going to be really cool. It's called the Spin Slot Player Influence Network. So it's going to be really kind of a cool thing. Jason Majestic Slots reached out to me earlier this week. I'm just now starting to talk to everybody. So it's kind of a cool little community. So please feel free to keep an eye out for that. Hopefully on one of my next lives coming up here, either the next week or two, I will be able to go ahead and hand it off to another creator or take the handoff from them, depending on when they're going live. So that's really it as far as updates on everything. I was hoping to have a bit more, but I do have another update I'm waiting on to get some confirmation on. I'm still waiting to hear back from Hollywood Casino on that, hopefully soon. So I would really, really like to keep my lives local in Columbus instead of driving up to Cleveland. But if you do pay attention to this later, I will be going to Cleveland on the 27th of June. There is a giant slot tournament going, or not tournament, but slot gathering going on with a lot of channels. I think there's like 5 or 6 channels up there. So if you are in the Cleveland area, you probably want to stop by Jack Thistledown Casino, Racino. It should be a lot of fun. So I'll have more updates, but obviously that's several months away. So there's really no point going into too much on that now. So also, if you are watching this, please feel free to check the description below. If you are someone who likes slot machines, obviously you're here or you're watching this later, please feel free to check the comments out below. You will be able to see a link there for Gamble Smart, Gamble Safe. They are doing a raffle, and this raffle will allow you to buy the ticket for $50, and you can enter in a drawing for one of 2 slot machines. Now, this is going towards a charity for Children's Army. I may have put out a video. You've seen it a couple of weeks ago on that. So it's a really, really good thing. So just let me know. Please feel free to check the descriptions down below. And in that way, if you are interested in getting a slot machine, it's $50, goes to a good cause, and it's not that expensive. So these machines are going for anywhere between $3,000 to $6,000 on the open market. So it's a really a good deal. So those are all the updates. Waiting for some more people to jump on. I might push this back to Sunday nights just because I am getting not that many people on right now. It's hard to get everybody on Sundays is what I'm saying. So I might have picked the wrong day. Let me just 1 second. I'll try to get some more of those in here. Okay. So anyway, just wanted to sort of go with that. So obviously leave comments below if there's a specific time that works better. Sunday nights I was hoping to do 4, but I have noticed under this new slot spin network that a lot of people are going live at that time, and as much as I'd like to go live to get more people watching, it's not really worth stepping on other people's toes to do that. So we'll just go that way. So, all right. So I've got a new video coming out. I'll be posting that here later this afternoon or early evening. Woke up this morning very, very early and just decided to go to the casino. Obviously, the best cure for a headache is slot machines. So I went. But got really, really lucky. Excuse me. Super lucky where I got probably 5 or 6 different machines where within the first spin, maybe 2 tops, popped the bonuses. So I kind of put that together in a little montage. It's one of those rare times when you can literally jump from machine to machine to machine and, start making back some of the money you have lost or stay even. So it was really, really great. Obviously, played a couple of newer ones I haven't played before. St. Patrick's Day found one with some leprechauns, so that should be fun. But yeah, it was a really, really good time to sort of be able to jump around and see some of those machines and do that. So that'll be coming out later this afternoon or early tonight. So please feel free to enjoy that. If you guys do have any questions, I see a couple people watching now. So if you do have any questions, feel free to jump in, leave a comment. Going to try and do this as long as I can. Obviously, if I'm not getting any comments or questions, then I don't really have anywhere to do. So, but there should be some more channels going live tonight. So if you are a channel going back into this, please feel free to drop your comment in here. There's a whole bunch of channels going live between 4 o'clock or 2:30 Eastern all the way up until 9 o'clock Eastern. So feel free to check those out. Again, I really want to say thank you to everybody who invited me in from the Slot Network. It was a really, really cool thing to do for someone as small as I am. It's really helped the channel. The last week, I've gained 25 subscribers, so it's been a huge boon to the channel. But I'm not going to be changing anything I do with the channel. It's still going to be small. It's still going to be betting your typical bets. So $50 to $1.50 range, just to have some fun, just so people can see that you can actually win pretty big. I had a pretty big bonus I'll put out in a short, probably Monday or Tuesday, 60-cent bet, again, within the first couple spins, and won $90. So you don't have to bet big in order to win a lot of money. You don't have to risk a whole lot. You can literally go in there with $60, $80 like I did and do rather well. And I think I still left down 50, but I was there like 3.5 hours. So you can still have a lot of fun for that. And let's be honest, if you go to a movie for 2.5 hours, movie ticket, popcorn, and drink, you're spending more than $50. So it's worth it. So, okay. Well, I am going to probably just call it here. Hopefully I can announce shortly when my next live stream is. I'd like to get the live streams going. Just waiting on when I can get back up to Cleveland. Waiting to hear back from the Jack. They took all my free play, $25 a week for 10 weeks, and trying to work with them to see if they can just combine it into one. So that way it makes more sense for me to come up there and do a live stream for a couple hours if I can cash in more than $25. So we'll see. My plan is hopefully to do it this weekend coming up on the 21st. But it's going to be dependent on scheduling, dependent on my family stuff and everything else. So, oh, hey, thank you. Appreciate it. So, again, this is our weekly live stream. If anyone didn't miss it before, please feel free to go ahead and watch over. But if you are in the Cleveland area, if you are in the Vegas area, MGM is status matching, so feel free to head to Northland Park if you're in the Ohio area. If you are Caesars Diamond Plus or above, you can status match to gold. So just want to get that information back out there as I do see more people watching. So again, I'll put that video out later on the bonuses. Have a bunch. I took 2 weeks off of actually going physically to the casino, just because I do have quite a bit of content left to come out. And then hopefully, like I said, my plan is to get to Cleveland next weekend, depending on a couple of things, because there's some other channels going live. And I'd like to try out the handoff system where, again, like I said earlier, I'll go live or someone else will go live. and then I'm either before or after them, and then they will hand that live off. So everyone that say if I'm going and the Majestic's going after me, I could put a link to his live in it, and it will automatically redirect everyone watching my live to their live to watch. So it's kind of a cool way to hand off everything. So if you are someone who likes variety, you don't like to watch the same type of gameplay, but maybe you do want to watch a lot of slots and you don't want to watch just 20 or 30 minutes here, you can stop, watch someone else, and get sort of their version of how they play. And you can see people playing slots in Ohio. Then you could catch someone in Vegas. You can catch someone in Virginia. You can catch someone in New York, Florida, Oklahoma. So you can sort of bounce around and see different properties. You can see all the different games because different areas and different casinos will have different games. So it's kind of a cool idea. I do like how they did that. I'm really, really honored that they actually accepted me into this program to where we're able to sort of collaborate with each other. So I don't know if you're listening, if you got any questions. If you do, feel free to drop any questions in, comments. Again, if you want to talk anything about comps, Vegas, slot machines, anything like that, floor is open. Now that I see more people watching, I was going to jump off, but I'm free to stay on for a little bit while longer in case we do get some actual questions coming in. Excuse me. But I'm not a big Huff and Puff fan myself, just because of how volatile they are. But and if you be bringing out on your one spin bonuses, there is one that just came out. It's the Huff and Puff We've Had Enough, and this is now like the third time I've walked by one where I've seen someone leave it. So I guess it's kind of an advantage play, I would say. But in that game, you can get, obviously the goal is 3 buzzsaws or 6 hats. But if you get 3 hats in a row, so you spin and you get 2 hats in the first column, 1, 2. Then they lock as straw. And then after every spin, you get 3 additional spins. You have a chance to drop another hat in that row to activate it. So, and then they can blow down the straw, the brick, the mansions. You can still get all of those in that. But it's what I've noticed where I think it's because it's so new. And of course, people don't read the game rules. So, like this one here, I walked by is the first machine I went to, and someone left on, I think, I don't know, a $2, 1 cent, $2 bet. They left an active reel there. I mean, it was already active, and it still had 2 more spins to go. So it's like if you had just stopped and spun off the rest of it, you would have won what's there. So that's probably the only one that, while I don't like Huff and Puff, just because of the volatility of everything, it is one where I will stop by and look at all the bet panels. Hopefully one day I'll walk by and someone would just didn't pay attention. There's a huge bet open where I just have to put 1 spin in and get something. But that's one that I will play every once in a while just to look for if anything left anything open. If I see, 1 spin left, 2 spin left, 3 spins left, probably won't play it. It's not really worth it because it draws you in. It makes you think I just need 1 more hat to activate it. Has it happened? Yes, but it's way too volatile to even expect something like that would happen. So I'm going to first look for those things active to be able to actually do it. So that's one that'll be showing up as well. If you guys have any other advantage type games you like to play, let me know. I'm not an advantage player, but probably the only other games I'll look for are things like Scarab. I will, if I walk by a machine, play with the bet panels to see if anyone left any free games open. That's one of the first games I always check off as soon as I get up around 4:35 in the morning in Vegas and walk the floor. I'll specifically look for those just in case. Wheel of Fortune's another one. I hit pretty decent over at the Wynn, or not the Wynn, Bellagio, because someone left it wide open and it had a whole bunch of wilds already sitting there. So that's one where I will also look for just in case, because you never know. Again, it's nice to strike those early in the morning because it's usually from people who are playing later in the night and they're drunk or they're tired and they just don't pay attention. So you can capitalize on that. So, but raise the sales. Appreciate it. If you do yourself have any questions, let me know. I'm here to answer any questions you might have. I've already gone over the updates, so not much there. As far as my lives, I'm going to be spacing that out because obviously my trip to Vegas is September. So it's coming up in less than 6 months. So my budget has to be according so that way I can make sure I have enough to be able to create content while I'm out there. So more likely my tentative streaming schedules will be probably that last few weeks of March, first week of April for one live, depending on my schedule. Then I'll probably do another live in June when I'm in Cleveland, and then I might have one more live as I'm going before I go to Vegas just to get ready. So won't have a whole lot of lives coming out like I've had in the past, but that's just because of a trip coming up. Oh, there is one update. If you are in the Ohio area or Central Ohio area, Hollywood Casino in Columbus, their new hotel is set to open on June 12th. It could move, and I'll give an update if that does happen. But if you are there, it should be June 12th. They're going to have a concert. They haven't released who's performing yet. They're going to have some food and some drinks, as well as some giveaways, I think. So stay tuned to that. I would probably check their website as it gets closer. I have a contact over there, again, waiting to get permission to film. But as I get more information, I'll let you know. I may not be at the opening. It's actually the same day as I'm flying back from another trip. So if I can make it out there, great. If not, there might be some other channels out there covering it, but please feel free, especially if you're in Columbus, check it out. I'm going to probably wait on probably sometime in July or August to book a staycation. So me and the wife will book a room there so I can do a full view of their new restaurant they have coming out, the hotel rooms. How nice are they? Obviously, they're going to be super nice. It's the M. If you're familiar with the M Resort in Las Vegas, it's a beautiful property. They do a great job with their rooms. And it looked like they're already going to be at least 400 to 450 square feet. So they're going to be a decent sized room. So I probably would say, just from the renderings, it looks kind of on par with the Conrad, if you've ever stayed there before. Maybe even color schemes aren't the same, but maybe even something comparable to the Fontainebleau, the Blue King, their base King room. So, but yeah, I'm excited to check out the restaurant they have opening there, as well as to do a review of the actual hotel itself. So, should be good. So, I'll do a video on that. And then, like I said, then I'll be getting ready to go to Vegas here. Obviously, I'm still several months out. I will drop information as to where I'm staying, just in case anyone else does want to jump on to a live, or they want to come and do some slot play or anything else. So I like to interact with people. Obviously, I'm out there by myself, so it's a good chance for me to stay out of trouble with slots if I've got something else to do or someone else to meet. So, all right. Well, we're coming up on the 25-minute mark. So I want to thank everybody for watching. I do appreciate it. I know there's more watching. Please feel free in the future, if you are on here watching, I love it, but please feel free to drop a comment, ask any questions you have. JW, thank you so much for jumping on. I appreciate it. And I will see you guys all soon with an update. Hopefully, fingers crossed, we'll be going live in a week or so. And that is always a lot of fun. We have thousands of people on, so forgive me. I try to talk to every single person, but it does get a little hectic at times, depending on the Wi-Fi too. It's hard to sort of catch comments, but it is a great time. Feel free to check out some of the other lives I've had in the past. We had a blast this last one last month over at MGM Northfield Park. I will see you guys all very soon. Thanks for tuning in, and I will talk to you soon.